Greetings, everyone. A very warm welcome to you all on our group meditation session. Happy Friday. Thanks, everyone, for joining today's session for Pyramid Spiritual Societies Movement Canada. And very glad to see you all. If you want to turn on your camera, if you're comfortable with, I'll be glad to see you. We are a conscious group. So I think for the people, friends who joined first time today, so we usually have a few minutes of discussion for some of the spiritual sciences topic for a few minutes, 15 minutes or so. And then we'll have half an hour group meditation. And then we have the experience sharing. So today is a special day. So actually Prem went to India and he's in Maheshwara Mahapyramid, Kartal. So he's having awesome time there, leaving me here in Canada. So we hopefully we are expecting Patriji a short message when he's available, hoping that he'll be able to join us even for a short time for us to give a brief message to all the Canada Masters. And so we have been discussing about various topics, and recently, since we covered most of the topics on the breath, on the mental health month awareness as May. So we always talk about breath meditation, right? Why it is so powerful, and there are so many other techniques, right? Because the breath is our prana, it is our life force, it is our energy, right? And how it impacts our life, how our breath impacts our life.
One quick interruption, Anu. Do you mind recording this session?
Yes, I am doing it. Yeah, because Patriji uncle will be coming, so I'm just recording it. Yeah.
Okay,
so
thank you.
Yeah, so how our breath impacts our life, how the way we breathe, right? So the breath has loads of information, like tons of information, which we have not tapped it all, or we lost that awareness, we lost that understanding, many of us, right? For example, if somebody with negative vibrations comes closer to us, our breath, we can sense it. That shows up in our breath. We can experience that. Same way, if somebody with positive vibrations comes closer to us, we can experience that. Our breath knows it, right? If you have noticed, suddenly, even though if you don't know a person, suddenly if you feel that when somebody comes in your close proximity, then you feel that, okay, you don't want to talk to him or you just want to stay away from him. Same way, some people with the positive vibrations or the enlightened people, you feel that you get so influenced because your breath recognizes it, right? The recent session, we also discussed about the 7 bodies and how our magnetic field, the energy field, the etheric body, how it spreads over, right? So it's all subtle science, and it is amazing to see how that breath has impact, the way we breathe and everything. It is very interesting to observe, to keenly observe. It's not just like any emotions, like even somebody with anger comes in front of you, you can see that fire element comes in your breath. You can definitely sense that, right? So also, like if somebody is telling lie or anything, if you're sensible and if you have that, energy levels, the consciousness, like your breath can sense it. It shows up in your breath. So do you think like our breath, like our inhalation and exhalation happens with both the nostrils all the day? Any of you want to answer? Probably some of you definitely are aware, most of you.
Yeah. It happens only with one nostril, and maybe after 2 minutes or so with another one.
Right. The breath switches between our left and right nostrils. So our right nostril is the brightness. It is the left nostril is the dark. Our right nostril is the Surya Nadi, and our left nostril is the Chandra Nadi, right? It's the solar energy, and this is the lunar energy, lunar positions based on. So everything is so aligned, right? We call it Ida and Pingala, right? It's all a very subtle science to understand. So based on different times of the day, the breath, it switched between both the nostrils, and different nadis, the Surya Nadi and Chandra Nadi, different activities are associated with these nadis. So if when we are talking about these nadis, we have basically 72,000 nadis, and then out of which like there are six chakras are majorly identified within our body. So these are all we are talking about our etheric body, where we can see that energy body, and then all these six chakras are situated, and we are talking about the Ida and Pingala as well. It comes part of the etheric body. Right. So there are different activities when, for example, if you notice, like if you're learning something, or if you're listening to something, trying to understand something, when your right nostril is functioning, it happens you're more attentive, you are logical, your left brain works very well, so you can absorb much faster. This, whereas like if your left nostril is active and you're trying to learn something, you're trying to listen something, you're not as attentive, right? So likewise, when you're eating your food with your right nostril is active, right, then you can absorb better. The digestion happens very well, right? Whereas if you're eating when your left is active, you might have some gas or some sort of ailments, or, it may not be as absorbing well as you're doing with that activity with the right nostril, right? So there are many activities. Even if the elimination, it happens when your right nostril is active. If you're going to the washroom when your left nostril is active, you're most probably you'll go again, right? Because the elimination, the cleansing process happens in a certain way, in a different when the Surya Nadi is functioning. So various things. It's all depends. Different activities are associated with your right or left nadis, right? It is all subtle science. It's all correlated with very much. With the time of the day and how the sunrise and the moonrise and all these cosmic events, the breath switches between the Ida and Pingala, the Surya Nadi and Chandra Nadi. It is, it's constantly, it happens without our awareness, right? And, there are, if you heard about the yogis or the sadhus, they always have this yoga danda, right? Have you heard about yoga danda? So they carry the stick always with them, and they the T-shaped stick. So there are different things about that they carry. One of the things which they say, they use it for changing that Surya Nadi to Chandra Nadi. They keep it on the armpit, under the armpit. Like if they want to activate the left Nadi, so then they keep it on the right. Or you can also, like people, they put the pillows on the right side and then press, and then so they can activate the left nostril. So the same way, if they do on the left side, they can activate the right nostrils. There are different things. There's so much scientific aspect to it, right? So it is if you see, even the sleep, actually, if you're sleeping, when you turn to your left side, and then you're breathing with your right nostril, you have sound sleep. You can see that, when you wake up, you feel energized, you feel very fresh. Whereas if you're sleeping to the right and if your left nostril is active, you might have, disturbed sleep, or you may not feel energetic the next day morning. So it is like very subtle science, and there are various aspects, right? Time to time, it keeps changing. And also, like we call it 4 sandhyas, right? Out of which sunrise and sunset, those are the 2 prominent sandhyas. That is when actually there's a constant switch between both the nadis and the way it functions. So that's the reason they say, like usually before sunrise or after sunrise, like 20 minutes before and after sunrise, like 20 minutes after. And it's the same as well for the sunset, or before 20 minutes and after 20 minutes. That is the time like when the switch happens a lot, and that is the time is more we can be more concentrated. We can have that for meditative practices or yogic practices, the environment is a little different. So it helps us. This is one of the thing to notice. Actually, it's very subtle science. You can observe. You can keep observing how the breath flows in, right? So each nostril, it keeps switching in. And it's only during the time of prayer or meditation we can see the breath flows from both the nostrils, right? When you are into the samadhi state, or when you're into that meditative state, you can observe. Then that is the time. It is like not Surya Nadi, Chandra Nadi. Then you're activating the Sushumna Nadi, right? So that is when you can see it flows from both the nostrils. There are also like different aspects, like even how the breath is so much in rhythm, like how even when the breath leaves the body, leaves the soul, right? So that also, like, it depends very much on the right nostril or left nostril, how it is left. So the rhythm of how it maintains, right? When if it is, it leaves the body with the right nostril, from right nostril, they say you're leaving the body with more awareness, more consciously, with more knowledge, right? If the breath leaves the body with the left nostril on, so it's like you have more intentions, you have more emotions, you want to come back, like you're bound to come back, right? You are bound to take births one after another. So whereas if there are yogis who leave the body in meditative state when they are activating the sushumna. So that is when we call it karana janma, right? So they just take birth when they want. They want to help the humanity, or they want to, serve a particular cause. It is on their wish they take incarnations. So that is when it happens, when the sushumna, when we leave the body in that meditative state, right? There are so many people like yogis and so many, the masters who left the body in that meditative state. Right? They on their wish, they leave the body. So there's everything is a subtle science. There is so much into it, and also like if you notice, there are like different practices, yogic practices, or breath work. It's all how they create. Like recently, I've seen a beautiful video from Himalayan yogi. He was dancing in Himalayas without wearing very little clothes, right? In that cold snow mountains. How is it possible? Because they know how to activate that heat in the body. When they need that, they can activate that heat, so they don't feel the coldness, right? There are like so many processes they can do that. The same way they can, when it is hot, they can eventually have that activate the chandranadi and make it feel that coolness. And yeah, there are many things. I think I don't want to go deeper. Probably maybe next session we can also continue in this, how we talk about the prana, right? Like the pancha prana or panchavayu, we can call it, which is prana, apana, udana, samana, vyana, right? All these panchavayus, we can discuss more how that impacts our the breath, how it impacts which part of the body, or how it kicks in. So we can discuss more on this. So it's already close to 9:15. So before that, Prem, do you want to share anything from Kartal?
Yeah, koti pranams to everybody, and koti pranams to Subhash Patriji, Brahmarshi Pitama Subhash Patriji. I'm extremely delighted to be in Kartal now as we speak, and conducting this session from Maheshwara Mahapyramid. As you follow, for the people who are already following Patriji on Facebook or Instagram, you would have known that in the last 40 days he's been very, very busy. There was this Akhand Dhyan session in Bangalore for 40 days, which culminated with
We lost you,
in Bangalore.
Okay, you're back.
I'm back. Okay,
Yeah.
Sorry for the internet, because internet is
a bit slow
here. Yeah, so I was saying that in the last 40 days, it has been a very busy time for Patriji. He started off with the 40-day Akhand Dhyan, which culminated with Buddha Purnima 3-day celebration in Pyramid Valley, Bangalore. And just early this week, he came to Hyderabad, and ever since he's here, it's after 100 days he's back in Hyderabad. So a lot of the masters in Hyderabad did miss him a lot. So though they were visiting Bangalore to see him, there were a few who were not able to be there, and they missed him. So a lot of people coming in and meeting him, and so he's been very busy. Even yesterday, there were people were coming till late in the night and meeting him. So I just had a chance to talk and get an update that he would be able to give us the message today. So we are very happy for that. Around 7:15 Indian time, that's going to be around 9:45, 9:40, 9:45. That's the time I'm expecting that he will be able to come and join us to give his wonderful message for the day. So until then, I think it's a good idea for us to follow what he always says, which is Anapanasati meditation. So let's just close our eyes, clasp our fingers, cross our legs, and then focus on our breath. Over to you, Anu.
Thanks, Prem.
I think
Very much looking
Sharanya,
forward
you
to. Yeah, Sharanya, if you can please. Anyone new to Anapanasati first time joined the session today?
please
If
raise your hand.
please raise your hand in case it's the first time for you and if you need some introduction for the meditation. Looks like most, yeah. Okay. So we are doing the Anapanasati, the breath meditation, where we are just observing we are bringing our awareness to our natural breathing pattern, the natural rhythm of breathing. And we are just closing our eyes, clasping our fingers and crossing our legs. If you need to drink a couple of sips of water, you can drink some water. And if you want to make your room little darker, if you want to reduce the strain on your eyes, you can do that. And please remove your eyeglasses and just start observing the breath. Please close your eyes, clasp your fingers, cross your legs. Gently take a couple of breaths if you like. Inhale. As you breathe out, release your thoughts. Take one more deep breath. As you exhale, relax your body. Gently relax your toes, your ankles, your knees, relax your thighs, your back, relax your stomach and chest. Relax your neck and jaws, your head. Find the center that feels right for you, comfortable for you. Sit as comfortable as you can. Gently set aside all the things you have been doing the entire day, all your plans for the weekend. Just let it go. This time is completely for you to be here with this amazing group, this beautiful conscious group, and bathed in cosmic energies. Please keep your eyes closed and start observing your breath. Meditation is a process of going within, from the outer material world to the inner subjective world. Just observe your simple inhalation and exhalation. Be with your natural rhythm of breathing. Just let go of your identification, your personality self, your analytical mind. Just free yourself from all the limitations. Just be one with your breath. Keenly observe each inhalation and exhalation. Do not let a single breath slip out of your awareness. Just be with your natural rhythm of breathing. As you observe your breath, being one with the breath, realize the divinity is within you. You are the infinite being. The macrocosm and the microcosm is one infinite. We all are connected. Just simply observe your natural breath. Follow your breath. Dive deeper. Drift even deeper. Opening the gates of inner realms. Simple, natural breathing. Whenever your mind wanders, gently be aware of your breath, your prana, the very source of your life, and just observe and follow your breath. As you're with your breath, as you dive deeper, experience these high energies, these high vibrations, expanding all the directions. Experience you are in alignment with this entire universe. You are one with the nature. One with the cosmos. You are one with everything there is. Please be with your simple natural, tranquil, cool breath.
A big welcome to Vama Shri Koti Koti Pranams from PSSM Canada. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us today. We are all looking forward to your message to the Pyramid Masters. As you all know, Brahma Shri Subhash Patriji, the founder of PSSM movement in India, and he's been in the year 1990. And ever since, he's been working for the three main pillars of PSSM movement, which is Anapanasati meditation, vegetarianism, and pyramid science. And we welcome Patriji to our session today and request him to please give his valuable message for the day. Thank you.
Very good, Prem. I'm so very happy to be here to meet all of you.
Thank you so much.
We are all here doing meditation. For individual peace and world peace. For individual betterment and world betterment. Meditation is the way for each and every person. Meditation is simply being with the breath. The magic of the breath. The breath is the magic. It is such a simple thing, such a straightforward thing. It is such a magnificent thing. The breath. All the secrets are there in the breath. To be with one's own breath is called a meditation. The simple fact of being with the breath will so change the mind of the man. Everything gets changed. All diseases vanish. All means all. You have to have the patience to sit through meditation. So, when you sit and sit and sit in meditation, the breath will take you everywhere. Only meditators are real philosophers. Nobody is a philosopher. Philosophy means love of knowledge. Only meditators become philosophers. Because only they have knowledge. Thank you, Baba.
Thank you so much, Patriji sir, for giving this wonderful message to the masters in Canada, requesting them, asking them, urging them to meditate, which I think is the essence of this Janma. And we should put in all our efforts to make this as the last one. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Over to you, Anu.
I was talking on mute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, probably I'll call later and talk to him.
Yeah,
That's
you
wonderful,
can talk.
Prem.
You can still talk, Anu.
Oh, okay, yeah. I just wanted to thank Uncle so much. We're so glad to see him. So, Uncle, yeah, probably I'll be seeing you next December. Prem left me here alone. He came to Hyderabad. And it's very glad to have you here in our session. And it's all your blessings the moment you asked to start teaching. So it's going on with so many sessions outside and as well within TD. Everything is voluntary sessions have been conducting for various business lines. And next week, actually, we have Employee Appreciation Week. They have a huge session for TD North American infrastructure team. So it's all your blessings able to start teaching and spread the meditation. And yeah, any special, any other message, Uncle?
I think the message is very clear from Patriji,
Right.
that we should continue meditation without fail every day or night. It doesn't matter, as he always says, as long as we sit in meditation to the amount of age you are. If you are 50 years, 50 minutes. If you're 30 years, 30 minutes. If you're 3 years old, 3 minutes.
That is the minimum.
So that's the minimum, yes.
And we can go
So
maximum.
Exactly. So as long as we are able to do that, that's the essence of life. Okay, I think it's time that he has to leave now. So Koti Pranams once again to
Thank you so
Patriji.
much.
And it's really our fortunate time today, actually. I never expected this, but today I was here and he gladly accepted my request. And
The phone is
though he
vertical,
was very,
Prem.
very busy. I'm sorry?
The phone is vertical. You can please adjust. Sorry, I should have told you before.
Oh, okay, sorry. Is it okay?
Turn horizontal.
Oh.
No, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was just saying that, sorry, this is a technical glitch because of mobile phones. I'm using mobile. I don't have a laptop, as I mentioned. So, yeah, though Patriji was very busy for the past 40 days after Akhand Dhyan, and then culminating with 3 wonderful days of Buddha Purnima in Bangalore, he just came to Hyderabad. He was very, very busy in the last 1 week because he's just here after 100 days staying in Bangalore. So in spite of all that, he was able to give me some time, which I'm very grateful and thankful to him. And we all Canadian masters are really, really lucky to have him today and take his message. Thank you all.
Thank you, Uncle. Thank you, Patriji.
Thank you.
So that's wonderful, actually, to have him here today's session. It's been recently, yeah, he's been busy with so many sessions, and we are missing the enlightenment hours too. So thanks, masters, everybody, for joining. And if anybody wants to unmute yourself, and if you want to, you know, on your cameras and connect, it will be great opportunity to see you all, because we are a small conscious group, and it's good to meditate at least whenever we get an opportunity in a group. Anyone wants to share anything? Don't be shy. We're all one family, right? PSSM family everywhere, universal family.
Thank you, Anu garu and Prem garu. It's very glad. Actually, we would not be able to meet him. Like, because of you, we met him, and he passed his message to us. Very nice. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Andy, for
Opportunity.
sharing.
Yeah.
You're saying something, Prem?
We just have 2 more minutes. If anybody has any questions, we'll try to answer them. If not, thank you all so much for joining today and taking the blessings or message from Subhash Patriji.
Thank you so much, Anu and Prem, for giving a wonderful opportunity to see and to hear the message from Patri sir. It's great to see him after a long time. Thank you so much.
Thanks, we are all lucky to have a glimpse. Yeah. Thanks for sharing.
It's a great session too. Actually, I heard many, I think, new things on the breath side, which you have shared. Thank you so much. I'm glad to know many things, which very many new things, and I'm going to hear in the next session. You're going to share.
Right. You're most welcome. I see Prashanti raised hand. Do you want to say something, Prashanti?
Thank you so much for this session. It was very glad to see Brahmashri and get his message today. For me, this has been the only my first experience and connection to meditation, and it has wonderfully transformed my way of doing things and approach to things without interference of myself having to do it. It's been like a smooth walk. I'm able to see the difference, whether it is very little, but still I'm able to see the very difference at which I'm trying to approach things. Thank you so much for this session, and thank you, Anu and Prem Garu, for this volunteering, because this is much needed in nowadays, I see.
Thanks, Prashanti, for sharing. Thanks all for joining. It's all, we are connected group energies, right? That makes the session worthy, because we also discussed about the group energies in a detailed session, few sessions before. So please keep joining the session, and yeah, if you want to invite any of your friends, yeah, feel free to invite them. So we have weekly sessions. Hopefully we can connect personally as well, as the COVID things are getting better. For joining.
Yeah, if others don't have any other questions, thank you so much once again for joining, and
thanks, Sharanya, for sharing the music.
Wonderful session.
Go ahead, Prem. Sorry, I'm interrupting you.
That's okay. Just wanted to thank everyone. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great weekend, wonderful weekend, and see you all next week.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks.
Have a great weekend.